So I'm gonna make a Dissidia Duellum tier list. Um, what makes me have a right to have a tier list? Well, that's because I'm a filthy semi-Riona one trick. That's because I don't 100% play Riona all the time. I do play other characters. The only other credentials I have is that in Dissidia NT, I was top 10 Ultimacia uh, player. Uh, I think I've dropped down in like last 3 or 4 months in that game, but that's just because I didn't play for a while. That right before it ended service. So when I'm making this tier list, please take it with a grain of salt because one, these tier lists really depend on party, on the abilities you have, you know, levels of certain abilities, etc., etc. So it's very variant. But it's like a more of a baseline of what I feel like is the tier list. Another thing is this tier list like is based more on if you have every single UR in the game and all the characters' abilities, SR, R, UR, both the URs and stuff like that. Um, I personally have almost every single character. I have every character and I have almost all of the URs. So I'm missing couple. I'm missing Iroha's Fuga. I'm missing Spellbook from Onion Knight. I'm missing Trigger Happy from Prompto. And I'm missing Trance from Zidane. And I'm missing the generic Renew skill. That's mine, personally. Another thing is I'm not going to be go into detail to every single character because I it's kind of hard to play every single character because you don't get enough growth eggs. So some characters I will have a little more detailed explanation of why they belong there. And some characters it's more based on what my friends have told me and what I've experienced in rank. I'm Omega 4 right now. I dropped from Omega 3 to 4, you know, solo queuing. But so far, let's just end the intro and get to the tier list. First character is Baltier. He is sadly B tier. I played a crap ton of him on ranked and on thing. And the reason why I think is that is because his boss damage is very negligible. Like it's okay. It's very like not worth really doing it. He is a PvP based character. Yes, it's a PvP game. It's a PvPe game. Say that 3 times. Um, so in that sense, he's more like his abilities are more based on you hunting players, especially with his UR Wars of Fire, which buffs off his normal attack. Especially with Surge, just instead of double tap, you just almost one tap pretty much everyone. Um, he needs that UR ability. That is a UR ability that he is required to have. If you do not have that ability, he is not worth having or playing. And the problem is the way you play him is I found out ability for him is that you need to have Ramza, so that way you kill enemies and then you feed your bravery to your uh, teammates. The only problem is if you have Krill on your teammates, it's kind of useless, but he does okay boss damage. His other UR, the meatball, I don't know the name of it. Actually, I can probably find out. Uh, 1 second. What is it? Oh, Elemental Treachery. Yeah, is a pretty good thing. It does stay active even after the animation, and it'll flow through. And but yeah, for like what it does for PvP based thing, it's just not really fit for the game. It's not like because that's not the whole point of the game. The game is not for PvP. Yeah, you deny people and characters bravery and stuff like that. But honestly, if they have barrier and they play very smart, which most people in the higher ranks will play very smart, he just doesn't do much to what he does. I would probably put him in C tier, but I think he's not bad. He's usable. Um, Next is Cloud. I think Cloud is A tier. Overall, really good character in boss damage because of his passive. Really good PvPer, and he's just a really good crystal farmer because of his finishing touch and braver. But I do feel like cross slash is his crutch. That's his make or break move. Yes, Omni Slash is hella good. Oh, it gives cutscenes for like 8-10 seconds, but like it's pretty easy to avoid. And cross slash, yes, you could have barrier to nullify it, but I feel like cross slash makes even more insane, in my opinion. Without that character, without that ability, he would probably be B tier at most. But like he's just really good overall character, really solid damage. He just does everything excellent to where he's not insane, but he's like a good solid pick. Fran is the next character. Um, Never played him, but I think he's A tier. His abilities to heal himself and like heal himself 20 to 80% or whatever of his health is insanely good. At first, I didn't know what he really was really doing because my friend plays him. I didn't get the chance to play him, even though I have some of his abilities at level 4. I haven't had the ability to play him, but for what he just does a really good job of like sniping, harassing enemies, and he just has really good crowd control abilities and moves to where he can clear crystals pretty well, pretty fast. And since he can like heal himself and sustain himself, he can always go and harass people. Just put on barrier, just use your abilities, and make sure you have cooldown job medals on him. He's just an overall good character. Really good boss damage things, really good crowd control, and just real overall good character. Honestly, uh, yeah, just a really good character. Um, Gaia is B tier. Yes, she has slow mechanic, especially with the R that slows down the attack speed of few enemies, and her Diamond Breaker, which honestly I think the Diamond Breaker is her best UR that you must have compared to Faded Moment. And most people probably be like, but Faded Moment is an insta kill. Yes, but if you time your UR right before the countdown, or you purify crystal right before the ticking finishes, you can completely avoid getting killed by Fading Moment. Her Diamond Breaker is probably her best UR, hands down. And her SL is also pretty damn good. But the problem with Gaia is she needs that whole ability that she has that increases her defense to a thing. She's pretty tanky. She's probably like tanky, almost not as tanky as Roll or Warrior of Light, but she's up there, and she's such an assassin. Especially like, if there's something like Cloud or Freeran like harassing enemies, you can just use her SR, which was sorry, I don't remember every single abilities. Hopeful Dance. That that move has such an insane range, and it's just it hits and launches people a little bit, or like just does that. It's such a good ability, but the problem with this character is she can't do anything against a barrier because of her slow gets nullified due to barrier, reducing status ailments. Um, she's a pretty good character, pretty good solid boss damage, everything. It's just that everyone runs wall or barrier, and she just can't really deal with it as much, and that's the reason why I think she's B tier. I think she's better than both tier, 100%. She's pretty close to A tier, but I feel like she doesn't reach that pinnacle, yeah. Iroha, sadly, is C tier. I'm not afraid of this character. This character, like, does insane boss damage. Like, okay, mob clear. The only ability I would say I'm afraid of or I'm like cautious of with Iroha is Fuga, which is the debuff shredding area effect move. But other than that, I don't know. Her abilities, the way I played a little bit, just her abilities, the way she works, it's just that you need to save a lot of your abilities to use Gacha. Is it Gacha? I don't want to be racist. Ah, Gachirin, yeah. So yeah, Gachirin, like it's a really good ability, but you need to like have like a lot of abilities off of cooldown. Um, she is not really great in PvP aspect. She's pretty squishy. She is just like more of a damagey. Like if you coordinate with Chain Burst, she helps melt the boss. And honestly, I feel like she just lacks in a lot of stuff to make her C tier. Um, Lightning, I think Lightning can be considered S tier. I don't know. The reason why I think she could be S tier, maybe leaning more S tier to A tier, is because she's fast. She can get to crystals much more faster. She can engage out of from enemies with no hassle, no effort, and that's just an amazing abilities. She has pretty good AoE clear, and her ultimates URs are like pretty damn good. Army of One and Thunderfall. Thunderfall is especially really good. But honestly, PvP aspect, she is not meant for that. She's more of a dash in, dash out. She's amazing to steal crystals and stuff like that. She's a hella strong contender, but I don't think she's S tier. Just because she's good at like everything basically, but like she doesn't excel in everything, in one thing. So I think she's definitely A tier. She's probably a contender for S tier. But yeah, that's Lightning. I mean, I played her for a bit in the beginning, but pretty safe for characters. Um, Krill, S plus. She is hands down the best support. In low ranks, she does. It's kind of she would be. The problem is Krill is like she's either everything or nothing. And when you get to higher ranks, and I mean higher ranks, I'm talking about like Omega 4 and higher. Omega 5, yeah, I guess like Omega 5 is considered high ranks too. But like a Krill, a very good Krill, carries the team. Because a really good Krill knows how to manage her bravery, knows how not to die, and prevents the teammates from dying. If I have a very good Krill in my team, I barely die. I die maybe once, maybe because if I'm like overextending or something. But she's just so goddamn good. She always like get like a good Krill. Like I have a friend who mains Krill. I mean, I guess we communicate. I guess in solo queue this doesn't work, but like we communicate on my UR cooldowns and like ability cooldowns, and it's just that hopeful cheer, her healing ability, which is Legend of the Deep Forest. What she does for support is insanely crazy. She can like make the match go way faster with just what she has. I think hands down she's S plus. She's like there's no other character who is insanely as strong for what she does for support. You know, if especially if the Krill can get like 3 crystals rotations, that's better. One ability you do want to have as generic is teleport for her, but yeah. just an amazing support character. She really is hands down the best support, and I honestly don't know who else they can release support character who could like be on the same level as her. Kind S tier, hands down S tier. In low ranks, you may not seem that strong, but like in high ranks, he's hella strong. He's insanely strong. Other like, and when I play in high ranks, there are two characters I see constant MVPs with, and that's Krill and Kind. Yes, you could say Dragon. Is it Scourge or is it Dragon Pride? I think Dragon Scourge. Or yeah, Dragon Scourge. It's like, oh, it's predictable. You can just avoid it and stuff like that. Yeah, but most good kinds are not using that to clear PV like players or kill people. Um, and the reason why I say kind is great is because of his vigilant move is really strong for a SR move. Um, he can weave in and out of fights just like lightning because he can jump around. He has really good boss damage, really good mob clear, and he can just harass enemies. Especially if you have a good Krill in your team, he is unstoppable. I'm so this character is insanely good. Like he just does everything so goddamn well, and I think he is hands down the second best character in the game, um, bar none. But like, yeah, he just like his ability to disengage, his abilities are just hella good. His ability to jump in, jump out, and just harass, leave, especially when you have that stuff. And if he has a ranged person right behind him, like Balthier or like Riona or like Prompto, oh man, he's like even better, like crazy. Onion Knight, I would definitely try to put him in S tier, but I'm gonna put him for A tier for now. Um, the reason why I would put him in A tier is because again, low ranks he seems very weak, and here's the thing: Onion Knight is definitely very weak. He is definitely like B tier if he's not like anywhere level nines and stuff like that. But a good Onion Knight, especially good teammates, will get to level nines. There are a lot of games when I have a very good Onion Knight and I'm able to coordinate with him to where we're all level 9 already, and enemy team is like level 3 to level 4 by time, when we reach level 9, which is insane advantage. He has very good SRs and URs. He has very good clears, monster clear abilities. And once he level 9, it's just his passive is insanely good of the status buffs and stuff like that. And he's just a very good like character overall. Honestly, I would put him in S tier, but the reason why I'm putting him in A tier is because it really depends on what kind of onion knight you get, whether you get a good one or a bad one, and how fast he's able to get a level 9. If you have a very good, consistent, strong onion knight, he is hands down S tier. But for that reason, I'm putting him in A tier. So, you know, um, yeah. You know what? I'm going to do this 1 second. I'm just going to do that. Potential S tier, because these two characters are just like, they're up there to be S tier, but like, You just have few things that doesn't make them S tier. These are like in between. I know it's like a really weird stuff. Prompto, I don't know. He has stun. He has very good abilities. His trigger happy and his what is this ability? Crack shot. Yeah, yeah. Crack shot is crazy because of the debuff to your defense. It's just really great. Stun, do crack shot, dead. Um, but yeah, I insane boss damage, really good mob clear. You know, while your Cloud or Onion Knight or Lightning is attacking in the front, just have Prompto shoot in the back. Um, Overall, really good character, just solid underneath. There's really nothing I can think that's like wrong with him or needs like that makes him weak, but that doesn't make anything like insanely broken to him. You know, just like Cloud, like Cross Slash, his I think this is the SR ability that stuns can be deflected with barrier and wall, but honestly, A tier. Um, Renoa, I'm sorry guys, you know, it breaks my heart. Renoa needs buff. Renoa mains are struggling. Yeah, no. Renoa, hands down, S tier. But if you don't have her, you are Angel Wings, hands down F tier. Her damage is so minuscule. She starts becoming a actual character once you get your second stack, and then once you get your third character, third stack, that's it. She's insanely good. She's insanely good. Her best abilities is actually her R ability, which is the ice one, which is Frigid Rain. Great mob clear, great abilities and stuff like that. Angel Wings is honestly a must have move, and it just makes it great. Crazy good damage, especially when you full stack. Heal, full heal with invulnerability, which is insane. Okay, sorry, I don't think my mic died. Okay, crazy good damage, really good range. She can teleport, and that's like she can just teleport, just skip through a lot of stuff. Like I know, like the highways or like the Shinra thing, I can just go to see ability without using teleport. You know, Angel Wings having a full heal, like she's just amazing character, and I don't know, like if you they don't even really need nerf, it's probably Angel Wings, but like if you nerf Angel Wings, she kind of just becomes really bad. So it's kind of polarizing to think that one ability makes a break a character, and that's Riona with Angel Wings, but she is hands down S tier. Terra, um, before Baltier and Lorraine, she is probably like B tier, maybe like B tier, top to A. But now with Baltier and Lorraine come in, there was a ability called or uh, yeah, Oren Shooting Star. That basically is insane, and her meltdown is insane because it knows defense. Her basically whole kit is all fire based attacks. Like you know, we have trance, which greatly reduces her cooldowns and makes her an insane character. I think like before Orin, she was probably A tier, but with Orin and now with like RF, which is like the most used abilities and stuff, she is insanely strong. She can just like dish out insane damage. and have like very strong cooldown and like defense shreds and everything like that. Yeah, with this new ability is she she picked up and now she's S tier. Nothing really much to say about her, but yeah, Warrior of Light, um, A tier. He's not like a tank, like a traditional tank. He's more of a support tank. His ultimate shield is such an insanely good ability that you want to save for when your party is in bravery with a boss. Um, his main kit is like, go around, kill mobs, Ramza, use your shield to buff, yeah, allies defense. Solid character, very good character, great support. Um, yeah, just an overall good character. Nothing really insane about him, but nothing like bad about him. He's just an overall sad character. And of course, Zidane, F tier. I'm sorry. Zidane is a fly. And in that sense of a fly, he's just like, comes around, steals a couple of, bravery points or a lot on the UR. He's more annoying. He's like pretty fast of a cat. He's actually not that fast because Onion Knight Lightning can like catch up to him, which is insane. And a lot of times my UR build is like RF and like even like Frigid Rain from Riona can catch him, which is which is really funny because he's meant to like come in, come out, grab like bravery and run away. Yeah, he needs a massive buff or some massive change. This character is just not it. He just struggles. But that's the tier list personally. Hopefully, we'll see what Riku and Clive does. But other than that, yeah, this is what I feel. So hope you guys have a nice day.